Hey guys, we're talking Owns. Chad Loves Michelle, Season 1, Episode 1. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to Afterbuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Do you guys have rings?
You know what?
We're looking for our rings.
Hey, I'm not looking. He has to find me. My man has to find me, okay?
Yes. Hey, what up,
Kelly?
AfterBuzz? This is your boy DJ Jesse J here in studio with my lovely co-host. We got Miss Conversation Piece.
Yes, I'm here.
Where can everyone follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram at Conversation Piece, like a piece of cake, or
Meow.
Twitter, MISS combo PIECE. Follow me there.
I'm digging that, a piece of cake. Okay.
We got Miss Abigail Frere.
What's up, guys? You can follow me on all social media at Abigail_AF.
Boom, and make sure you guys hit me up at DJ Jesse J. Let's get into it. Chad Loves Michelle. Shout out to Owen for doing this. I love me some Destiny's Child. So you know,
This is only one
any-
third of
a little
Destiny's
breakdown,
Child.
right?
'Cause
One
I
third
love
of
me
it.
some Michelle.
I love Michelle, and now that I'm getting to see her personality, I love her even more. Like
I agree.
I just knew her as a girl who
Yeah.
was just like, oh, they brought her in, you know?
Wait,
And then
really?
she fell on 106 in Park, so she recovered.
I've always loved Michelle. Michelle's always been the funny one of the group.
I've never.
See, I
knew
didn't
her
even
to be
know that.
fun-
Like,
Oh,
I
y'all
yeah.
need to
never
go
heard
back.
See,
her
okay,
talk.
okay.
Yeah, we'll go back, watch the diary of
I-
when what's her name got kicked off, when Farrah got kicked out. Well, she didn't
Wait,
get
she
kicked out.
lasted
She
for
walked
3
off.
days.
She showed it, and then Beyonce's like, "Well, maybe you should get your luggage."
Goodbye.
We
Your
only gonna do
services are
3.
no longer needed.
Rendered. Bye.
Rendered.
Overall, what did you guys take from the show? What did you guys think of it? Because a lot of people were kind of hesitant. They were like, "What are we gonna really see here?"
I feel like it was a little slow, to be honest, but I feel like it touched on a lot of topics. If that's even possible to touch on a lot of topics and be slow.
No, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Like,
because
it
I
was a
think
lot.
we had to get to know the characters in the story because I didn't know who Chad was.
Right.
All of his friends. When Adrian, well, it ain't Bylon no more, but I was like, oh, ooh, she popped up.
Yeah.
It's real, and it's good to get advice from people who are married. So that's a great way to segue into
And especially
it.
one celebrity, one non-celebrity.
Right.
Exactly.
right.
So I don't know. Michelle has been looking for love for quite some time. It's great that she's found it.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard for a woman who is successful and famous to find someone who's really serious about you.
Listen, it's hard for a woman, period.
Hello, it's even more
exactly. And
hard.
then you just add that other stuff of like, are they using me? Are
Right,
they
like,
this?
do they
what's
think
their...
they're going to meet
Right,
Beyonce? Like,
right.
Beyonce ain't even tweet about
Right.
it. Okay, so you think you're
Honestly,
I want to see
we
Beyonce
got
have a show. What happened?
Shit, that's
Girl,
not gonna happen.
look.
Kelly was
Please.
there,
The
though.
fir- I was
Kelly
so,
came.
I
But,
tried
like-
to not be messy, but
Yeah.
the first thing I did when the show premiered was look on both
Yeah.
Beyonce and
I'm
Kelly.
good.
Kelly posted about it and was watching it, and I love that happened.
Kelly's on it. Thanks for stopping by, Kelly.
Be a friend. So that's how we started the episode. We
Wait,
saw.
but you know what? A friend of the show, George, he's really actually one of my friends. We went to
Okay.
college together, so we want to get him on the show. That would
Yes,
be awesome.
yes.
So that's his real
So
BFF.
George that met her for lunch
Yeah.
and went shopping with her. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
George, come on down.
Come on, George. You know you love me, boo.
I want to talk about the start of the show where we saw Kelly and Michelle. I loved seeing their friendship, how happy Kelly was, because the girls have gone through a lot. I mean, Kelly too. She was in Destiny's Child. She was in that situation.
She was his number 2. Michelle was always
The
like
third.
alternate. Not even number 3, you know?
No, Michelle was number 3. Look, Destiny's Child wasn't Destiny's Child till Michelle joined, realistically. Because when that Survivor album came out, it
I mean, that was
stamped
fire.
in
Yes,
pop
yes,
history.
yes, it did.
Who
She
Destiny's
has
Child
Grammys.
was.
She has
yeah.
plaques. She definitely deserves her accolades. I'm not
Yeah.
taking that away from her at all. I actually, like I said, love her personality from
After
the show.
all of the darkness and sadness. Come on.
And I'm glad to see that her and Kelly.
I hope that continues all season.
Oh, I'll drop a little
I'm
gem.
happy to see that her and Kelly are actually genuine friends. I would love to see Beyonce, but you know she's busy. She's booked and busy.
She's Beyonce.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we might get a co
Hey,
At
we
the
never
wedding.
know.
At the wedding.
No,
Yeah.
or at Baychella.
Alright.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
this was taped a while ago.
Girl.
So
Oh
maybe-
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
okay,
we can see
okay.
that. We kind of find a little bit about their relationship. They met in March of 2017, which I was like, ooh, this is a year?
Wait, I need to
That's
find my
like-
husband,
it's
and
real
that's gonna
quick.
take less than a year.
Do you feel
But-
like you can genuinely, in
No,
2018,
absolutely no.
get married in
No.
2018?
No.
Well, a year.
A year. Like a year.
No.
Like,
No,
hi,
it takes time
this
to
is
get
a
to know
year.
somebody. I don't have that much time, but maybe 2 years.
When did he
tops.
propose to her? In the summer. They met in March. He proposed to her
Like
what?
a year later.
Yeah. Well, and
No,
it was their year anniversary. he
Oh
proposed
yes,
to her.
okay. But like,
You need more time.
No, okay, now
Absolutely
because
not.
they're under, you know what I mean? Like they both their spirituality and things like that. Maybe they understand the commitment more.
No.
So maybe they can.
Yeah,
I love. Yeah, I like where you're. I like you're trying.
What would Jesus do?
Right. I think that it's like a rush on it because one, I mean, she's getting older. She's in her late 30s. So to have children without help
Yeah.
is, slowing down. I think also you're not, they are religious, but she's not they're not virgins. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right, and they're like saving
So it's like
themselves
they're
for
saving
this.
it, right? And it's like, well,
I'm
then
saving
let's get to
myself
this.
too. I'm
Like,
saving myself too, guys. So you can do it.
But okay. I already know where my place is going to be on this show,
All
but
right,
you know what?
but I do want to ask that because here's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know what I mean, once you've had sex,
Yeah.
because I understand, I lost my virginity at 19, so it was later in life.
Same.
Now, I feel like once you've had sex as a grown adult, certain things start to come to question. So it's kind of like, okay, let's say we hold it, we save it, we love each other's personalities, we're living, then we get married, and the sex is just like...
Though, like,
you
if there's
don't,
no chemistry, like, they gotta be able to kiss.
I mean, I'm sure they've seen it.
They got,
Yeah.
like,
Kissing and
And
emotion
it's
are
two very different things. You could even dance subpar and be okay in bed. Like it's just
I can't dance, so.
you can. Or
She
can
said that's why I'm
no.
a conversation piece.
Yeah, but I think, I also get, though, the idea of as you've been through so much heartache or whatever they've been through, now they're like, I really want to do this, like,
Yeah.
the right way, or what would be fundamentally
I think
right.
it's about building a bond. That is very important to me.
Yeah.
I feel like when you have a bond, the sex is just an added bonus. And I think that's kind of the premise of it, even though they're not saying it's more like a religious thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like once you are connected in a way that's not physically,
There's no way
and
it
then
cannot
you,
be
Not
equal.
work.
and then when
Right,
you
right,
have
right.
it physically, it's like, I really love you. It's
Yeah.
more.
Because she looked like she wanted to jump. She like his
Yeah.
pectoral muscles.
Yeah.
his
Yeah, she's
booty.
getting
looking.
excited.
She said he has
Yeah,
a nice
yeah,
butt,
yeah.
all of that.
I mean, he's cute.
He is.
Cute.
He's nice looking.
He's a, yeah.
And then his little, I like YouTube some of his preaching, and I was like, all right, he's cool.
I was confused about that because it's like you're a pastor for sports people, so are they paying you to pray? I don't understand.
Pretty much. So it's almost like a
Pay the
motivational.
pray away.
Right. It's like a motivational speaker, but instead of being motivational, it's religious based. So like a lot of athletes are really religious,
And they pay
and the team.
prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I've
leads
never-
them. So
Well, it's more like a donation. So
Yeah.
a donation
Right.
where it's like, hey, I mean, I don't know how it
I
actually
need
works.
to come
but
up
with
with new
me,
jobs,
girl.
because this is.
And I don't know how did he get into
I can
that?
tell you been crying. You need somebody to. You were supposed to finish it.
I didn't know this song.
No, Destiny Child. Well, come on.
What song was that?
Girl. That's a song that
Oh.
they wrote for Kelly when she was in an abusive relationship.
Well, now Kelly is married with a baby.
Looking
Michelle
real
is
good.
now about to get married,
Right.
and then Beyonce's already married to Jay-Z. So I think this is great
This is.
to see
Like the-
Michelle, the
wrap
last
up
one.
chapter,
She,
yeah.
yes.
How did you guys feel about the video on when he proposed to her of him going back, meeting her family?
that's absolutely
when I cried.
heartwarming.
Oh my
okay, I
God.
didn't go that.
Wait, what did you say?
That's when I cried. Oh my God, y'all! I'm so emotional. I'm a Cancer. I'm so emotional when I see stuff like that.
What are you?
Virgo.
Me too.
Beyonce.
I knew it. Me too. Yes.
I want something like that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want a big, like, in front of the football stadium or NBA game or something. I want something like that because he, like, went home, met
All
her
behind her back, which is-
cousins. Oh my God!
effort.
And then
And
she
that was like your
watched
priest,
it.
your
Yes.
cousins,
like
your
that's
uncles.
that's commitment. That's
Oh
straight
my
effort. Nobody does that anymore.
But then I would have been a little irritated when he
Yeah.
was like, and then her mom threw a party for me. Like, wait, y'all like,
Threw a
had
party without me? Right,
and
right,
I
right.
couldn't
What?
celebrate.
No, they knew she's
teasing.
about to get this nice
Yeah.
big rock on her finger. So
Huge.
hello.
10 years of savings.
Like, I'm gonna start singing every Destiny. Why
Yeah.
every Destiny Child song go to something?
It's gonna be
Ring,
musical
ring,
in here.
My rocks, these rocks. All right, so we got the 1 year anniversary. They proposed. I'm not gonna lie, seeing her cry didn't bring me there, but like that was a moment. That was like one of those ugly real cries. That was like, oh. God.
Yeah,
I'm just
I see
happy
the
for
real
her.
chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely see chemistry between them, real love. You know, I don't know. They say these reality shows can be a curse.
Well, that's why I'm a little. I'm just gonna go there. You have mental health issues, so what, we're gonna do a reality show on top of that? Like, you don't think that your mental health is
I
enough?
don't even think the reality show can even affect that. My thing is with them getting married within a year. I'm a religious person, so I can understand both my parents are married, so I understand the commitment that it takes.
Right.
So if they're getting married and they both understand that commitment, they will last together. They will.
Yeah.
But mental health is no joke.
It's
and
not.
I love that she's taking the steps to really work on it. But we've already heard that she takes the ring off 3 or 4 to 7 times.
Right.
And her first thing is, I'm out. I'm done. She's learning about her past. And he's learning about his past where he didn't want to deal with any drama. As soon as he heard drama, he was out. So and now they're just dealing with this issue because she just went to
because they only been together for a year, so you
Yeah.
haven't gone through anything. So this is them going through it. It happens in every relationship.
That's when it gets real.
But this is the
Yeah.
thing. Most of the time, a year is like the honeymoon phase. So
Exactly.
this is not when you're fighting. You're not.
Right.
But she has the mental health issue.
Now,
so
could they stay engaged? Would you think that like maybe
Yeah.
stay engaged for like a year or 2 years?
yeah, I think I like the fact that he's like, okay, you're a great, amazing woman. I want to commit to you. Doesn't have to be a rush down the aisle
Right.
because they need to figure out how to deal with each other's emotional states and moods. It takes time, even for me.
I think she's rushing because again, I think she wants babies like tomorrow, and I think that
Yeah, because she keeps talking about them eggs.
babies, and she keeps talking about like, I think we're ready. Like, honey, you're not ready. You just got out of the hospital. Like, you're not ready. That shows kind of where the instability is, I think. But I don't think that they should be getting married this soon.
We saw Adrian Israel. I mean, it was real quick advice. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I'm not even gonna actually sit on it because it was so quick. Then we met George. I like George
Me too.
because George is the
Yes.
friend that every girl needs. Because
Right.
George's gonna pry his way into. He said
Right.
that he's the best friend, vocal coach, whatever she needs at the time, he gonna be it. So he wrote this song called "Permanent Third Wheel." Like, and you know what that is? That's a check to Chad, Mr. Chad. Like, hi, I'm here.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm
We
looking
need
out for my
someone to
friend.
check
Right.
and make sure we treating our friends right. Like, is he, good? Because he did go to the family, but the friends can see a little more closely
Yeah.
sometimes.
I hope though that he's looking out for Chad too,
Yeah.
because I think honestly,
I get
He
it.
is,
Well, he
because
did. He
if
said
you-
he's
Yeah.
Team Chad.
Right.
Remember when he was like, "Oh, what we wearing to this date?" He was like,
he's like
giving
pushing
her-
it. He's like, he
Yeah,
deserves
like,
a little more than a kiss.
Hello, so he is Team Chad, I think.
The rhyming with dry hump was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, you picked what words to rhyme with? Like, what?
Who dry humps? Like,
Yeah.
Fry dump. A
Fry
fry
dump.
dump.
I
didn't
kinda
get it at
like that.
first
I'm gonna use
either.
that, George.
but yeah, I'm not dry humping. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah.
It's awkward. It's
Especially
weird.
as like a 40-year-old
Yeah.
grown person. Like,
Damn, she's not 40 yet.
No,
but he is.
Oh, he looking.
Hey, AfterBuzzers! Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, science fiction, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button now for this channel right here. Check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Boom.
Yeah.
Some of the things that, I'm not even going to say just girls, a lot of people go through is after they have a bad relationship, they're like, I'm done. I'm done with love. I'm over it. I'm not talking to anyone ever again. Have you guys ever gone through that?
I'm going through it right now.
Or you just done? Girl, she out here.
I don't wanna
Just
be
a minute.
done.
I'm finding my man when he
No,
gotta find
I'm not
me.
done because I'm speaking into existence. There's love out there for me. Michelle
There
found
is.
love. Chad loves
Right.
her. And
Do you put a
someone
time on
loves
it?
this conversation piece. Hi, baby. How you doing?
but so you're not turned off to love.
No,
you just
I'm
aren't
not-
gonna look for it.
I'm not going to look.
I feel like Michelle seems like she was a little thirsty for love, like a little too overly eager. Just like,
No.
do you have
The
those
thing is, you
friends? Do
can't
you have those
look.
friends though that are like,
You have to be open to
he's
it.
so great. Oh my god, I just want a boyfriend so bad. And it's like the first like single dude that gives you a little attention. You're like, oh, he's the one. And it's like, is he the one?
I don't think so. He
No.
said she made him a salad at the dinner, but when he first approached her, she was just like, whatever.
I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying based on her personality, what I see on the show, I feel like she's a little thirsty for a husband.
Ooh. I don't
That's
know.
all.
I mean, I think she really likes him. I mean, he's
Yeah.
attractive. He has
a nice
head
career.
a nice career. He has a nice head on his shoulders from what he seems.
Oh, and I think he's a great guy. I'm just gonna be. I don't see this. Can I say that
Yeah.
this soon?
You don't
I don't see it lasting.
This
I
is
really
your prediction.
don't.
End of the season. No more Chad and Michelle.
I don't know if it's the end of the season, but
But
I
I'm
mean,
saying lifelong. Like I don't see that. I don't see it.
we're gonna get to it.
But I'm
Actually,
sorry.
No, honestly, before I get into it, I just want to just
Brutality.
really comment on the wig chair because that had me dying.
Oh,
That chair
and
was
you could
so
tell he didn't know
shaggy and
what to
ugly.
say. He's like, wig,
Which is interesting because
And
coming
not
up in some
weave.
future episodes, she was
Right.
like, "You don't know how black people talk."
right?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. If I'm gonna wear my wigs, I am gonna keep them hidden for my boo. I don't know where I'm gonna.
Where are
keep
you gonna
them.
hide them? Safe.
I'm gonna have a. Well, I'm gonna have a
There's
wig
guns
room.
in there. It's just wigs.
She has a wig.
I'm gonna have a
room.
wig safe. Wig safe.
Okay.
I don't
And
know.
why? Is it because?
I mean, if he knows I wear wigs, it's okay. He can
But
accept
you don't
me for who
want
I
him
am.
to see the process.
So Chad accepts Michelle for her chin hair. I'm sure someone will accept me for my wigs.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. But you don't want them to know off the bat. Like basically. Like how does that
This is the
conversation
thing.
work? Like what do you
If I'm wearing a wig and
Yeah.
I decide that I want to be intimate with you, which I'm not, but I'm just saying if I did, I would keep my wig on. I wouldn't take it off.
But how do you have the conversation of like, hey, I wear wigs?
I wouldn't tell them. They
You
would
just never like it. Just like
If they
eventually it will
ask
come out,
and
or
if
like
they
you're gonna be like
ask-
95, and he's gonna be like, "Wait, babe, you didn't change your
wasn't
hair?
yours?
Then what?" Or it gets a little rough and it comes
seriously,
off. Like what?
I would get a weave if I had to do, but
Okay.
right now I'm single, so it just is what you get what it is.
Yeah, men at a certain point, men do not care.
They don't.
You got
No, I
a
don't
wig,
think
a
so.
weave, or a bald cap at some point. It's like,
It's a lot of women that
you
wear
know what I'm
wigs.
saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, a ton.
All right, so Michelle checks into the facility for depression for a week. And she said normally, like, she'd be fine with it, ready to go outside, but it was interesting because she said it was made public without her wanting it. So I'm wondering who.
I think the reality show did because she's been
Ratings.
she's been to the hospital before. We never heard about it.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you're on reality TV. I think the producers exploit things like that when they find out they have to get ratings.
But also, I think she can kind of make it sound like they released it without her knowing, but she could really just say, like, I didn't release it. Well, you didn't release it, but you knew they were going to release
Yeah.
it for ratings.
But
Do you know what
why
I mean? Like,
didn't-
I'm not the one that hit send, but I knew it was getting
I
sent.
saw the email.
I think that's what
But I think in that
happened.
state of mind, that's just making it worse. So I don't think she would agree to it.
I think it's actually great because I think it's not spoken about on TV, and I love that she's willing and open to talk about it because I
Yeah.
think there's so many people, especially in reality TV, that have it that don't talk about it, and that may not even know that they have it. So the fact
Right.
that she decided, like, hey, I'm humble enough to check myself in to
Right.
get the help. I've experienced it before. I've never went to a facility before, but I understand chemical imbalance. There comes a point, you know, there are a lot of people who are like, what is depression like? Just go outside, run,
Right.
like, be
No, it doesn't
happy.
work like
just
that.
be happy.
Right.
Like, some people really can't, and it
Right.
can lead to suicide and a lot darker things. When your chemicals change, for me, I went through a really dark time, and I went on some medicine, but a lot of those medicines, sometimes they don't work for
Right.
you. Like, I was on Lexapro for a really long time, and it made me feel like a zombie. It actually made me feel worse.
I was on it as well, and I actually did it the wrong way. You're supposed to like wean yourself off apparently,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I can't. I was in college. I'm like, I can't. My dad had passed away, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't even laugh.
Yep.
I don't cry at things I should actually cry about because like
you
this.
feel like you're here.
Yeah, you're
living
just
here.
like a thing, and
That's scary.
a lot of times too, depression isn't I'm gonna kill myself.
Yep.
You're just sad. A lot of people are depressed and they're not
Or
thinking about
numb.
taking their own life. They're just not living
Yep.
fully. So I feel like there's two, and people always I think assume like, oh, you're depressed, you want to kill yourself, but
Yeah.
there's just so many different kinds and
Yeah.
levels.
I think that's what
Yeah.
Michelle was saying on the show.
Exactly.
But however, I get it. Like, put it out there, you know, be vulnerable and help others. But at the same time, I think you have to heal first. Because
Yeah.
if you're in the midst of all that and you're getting these, like, comments, because there's getting, like, comments on Instagram and social media saying that, oh, she's selling out because this guy is a white guy or whatever. He's not black
But
enough.
do you
like,
think she really cares about the comment? I mean, here's Michelle.
Right.
Like, let's talk really
Yeah,
talk about
she did that.
Michelle, who was the third. There's literally a website called. Oh, I wish I could remember. It's something about Michelle, and every picture on the website is a picture of Destiny's Child, and it's making fun of her.
Exactly.
And she knows that this is out there.
That's why I feel like she has depression.
But
I feel like
after a
that's
while-
what I feel like it is.
Touching on that, I don't think necessarily people's comments about her coming out with her depression are making her depressed, but I think her life is.
Yes.
I don't want to say her life's depressing, but her life's.
She's the third wheel of Destiny
exactly.
Child.
And when you, it doesn't matter, like Kelly, Beyonce, whatever, but when you were in line with someone of Beyonce's magnitude, don't tell me you don't wake up some mornings and go, why wasn't it me? Or how did I miss
a little bit, but then at the same time, I feel like it's the way you narrate your life. And so at the beginning of this episode, she said, "Hi, I'm Michelle Williams. I was in a group Destiny's Child, not that girl from Destiny's Child." And I think at this point in her life, you shouldn't be narrating that.
Right.
You should be narrating like, "Hi, I am Michelle Williams of
Destiny's Child. She's insecure.
as equal as Kelly Rowland and Beyonce Knowles, who all three of us were in Destiny's Child. Beyonce went on to be Beyonce Knowles. I chose a different path.
But I don't think that she has even accepted that.
No,
I
I
think
know.
she's still sitting there being like, "Woe is me,"
I
or
don't
something.
think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think that's how people have always perceived her. Like they've always been like, "Oh, you're never gonna be good enough to be lead singer of Destiny's Child, or you're never gonna be Beyonce's level." And she went gospel route, and you know, she's just not. I don't think she was ever trying to be Beyonce, but the way that people,
I'd rather have this conversation with Kelly.
drug her through the mud, it makes you depressed. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're saying the most horrible things, you know, about her. And she's a sweet girl. She's not Beyonce, and Kelly's not Beyonce, but, you know, they deserve respect.
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
You know, we see her. She's taking her medicine. She hates it because of the side effects. It really can like make you not want to eat, which we saw that with the eggs. And she really has to stay hydrated, active, and eat good. And then Chad, we see, is dealing with some different mood swings that she has. And I really love that they showed this because this is so real, and especially in this relationship with each other, the fact that he's willing to learn and walk the path with her. We see him go talk to Dr. Tima. I think can we play this clip?
Yeah.
Specifically, you're obsessed with your family, you're obsessed with your ministry, you're obsessed with eating right. It just pretty much went down the line of everything that is important to me.
Depression shows up in different ways for different people, and for yours is the irritability and the anger.
I feel horrible that I hurt you and that you're still hurting, and I never want to do that to you ever again.
Boom. So there he talks about some of the things that really were hurtful to him. It was, you're obsessed. She kept saying, you're obsessed with your fitness. You're obsessed with your family. You're obsessed. And it takes a strong person to say, yo, this isn't her. Because those are all the reasons she is in love with him.
Right.
At the beginning of the episode, she's like, I love him for his body. I love him for his faith. I love him for how much he loves his family. Now, these are the things that she's mad about.
Right.
You know, I'm confused about it. However, I'm very, because...
Confused about what?
About the interaction between them in that respect, because I feel like she's saying some things, but they're not that bad. That's not bad. I mean, why is he hurt because she said you're obsessed?
I don't think that's how she said it. I don't think she said, like, I think you're obsessed with your family. And it's probably like, you care about your effing family more than me. Like, you know, like crazy. Like, oh, like, you're going to go to the gym when I feel like this?
Boot
Like,
Camp at all?
ugh.
Do you watch Marriage Boot Camp at all?
Do you?
Yes.
I haven't.
Polly and Aubrey?
I did not see that one.
I'm getting a little Aubrey from this right now. Like, it's very, like, he's trying and he's working. This is who he is as a person. This is what you fell in love with. But because depression can sometimes make you feel so minuscule, it's like, well, wait a minute. Why are you going to the gym? Like, what about me? What about me? What about me? And I think that I love that Dr. Tima said, hey, I want you guys to write vows for yourself. What are you going to do for yourself? Because you can't love someone until you truly love yourself.
I feel like getting into a relationship, even for myself, I want to be complete and whole and happy alone before I engage into like trying to be happy with someone else, because you have these issues. Now they have to take all these issues on, you know, and I think that's what's stressful for him and why they can't set a date right now, because he's like, okay, you are crazy. You know, like, you don't want to say you're crazy, but you took off your
going through
ring so many
something,
times.
right.
You're pushing me away. You're gonna really push me away. So,
But what else I loved that she actually said, after Chad got advice from his friend, Chad said to her, you know, one thing is with this whole depression, like, you don't let me finish a thought before you interrupt it. Right. And he said, I brought you back here. And she said, no. We brought each other back here. I like that she said that, because sometimes in depression, you look for someone to help
you
and pull you out. And that, her saying that makes me feel like, okay, she's got a grip on wanting to fix it, because she's not giving him that. Like, yes, you did bring me back. Thank you so much. I love you. You helped me.
You saved me,
you
or whatever.
You fulfilled me. Like, no, Destiny shall fulfilled. You will fulfill yourself.
Right.
Okay? You are not 1/3. You are one whole of yourself. And so I like that she did say that. That made me happy. But how did you feel about hearing about her youth and how that could have affected her? Like, that her growing up in a violent, mentally, physically abusive
I don't
family.
think that we got enough scope,
I would have liked more.
especially on past relationships she's had. I don't think we got enough insight. So, I mean, your childhood, like, there's this book, it's called Women Who Love Too Much, and I recommend that everyone read it, no matter if you're going through something or not, but it really teaches you how to, like, go back to that point and see, like, what in my life affected me and how did it affect me, and, like, that is a lot for someone, and I think that can really impact somebody in a way where they don't trust people or they want to leave a situation,
they don't
or
feel worthy enough, or
right.
They get used to being in an abusive relationship.
Exactly,
because
that's what you saw.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think you have to, like, sometimes get professional help, because sometimes you suppress it so much, especially if it happened when you're 7th grade or and you're 40 now. You you have triggers, but you don't know where the trigger comes from. So getting the professional helps you to work through that type of stuff, because sometimes you don't even remember. You don't want to remember.
You block it out. You literally can block out memories. And, like, I feel like everyone, I don't care, like, if you think that you have your shit all together, I think everyone can benefit from seeing a therapist. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like, a lifelong thing, but go find things out about yourself, because there's no, and this isn't taking anything away from her, but there is no perfect upbringing. There's not one kid out there that's like, I had the perfect life, because, okay, your parents made a lot of money, but they were probably busy.
Yeah.
Or your family loved you a lot, but you missed out in this aspect. Like, nobody has this, like,
perfect childhood.
idyllic life.
I think it's really important for friends to have a really tight group, a circle of friends, and to be open and have these types of conversations. I think we're in this age where, you know, it's like, okay, we go out and drink, you know, or we know each other, and this is my friend, but it's very surface. And then you really, the older you get, you start respecting your friends more, that you can actually sit down and be like, we don't got to go out. Like, I just need to talk and vent.
I definitely think it's surface between Destiny's Child, because it's like, it was great to see Kelly there, but I'm just like, how often does she talk to Beyonce? Like, you know, like, I know Beyonce's busy, but
there's also, I
don't
think,
want to pull that into it.
Do you guys have, like, so I feel like sometimes I have friends, or I don't even call people, like, a lot of times friends. I'll be like, that's like my, like, an acquaintance or something. Like, I'll be like, oh, this is like, whatever,
My
in passing.
friends are like, and I wonder if this is a Virgo trait too.
Maybe.
I have friends that I don't talk to. I mean, my best friend of when I was younger, Candace. I don't talk to her every day. I might talk to her once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Yep.
But
We're on
that's
different
often
time
enough.
zones.
That's a lot, though.
Okay.
No,
I don't
you're
think
okay.
It's enough. I'm like sitting here like,
See.
but we could go a month.
Right.
It has happened before. But as soon as I talk to her, it goes
Nothing's
right
changed.
back.
You
Nothing's
catch
changed.
up. Exactly.
That's not with everybody though.
It's not, but I also think too, a lot of times there's within friendships, there's always that person who treasures a friendship more or looks at it differently. So I think Beyonce's like, yeah, they're my homies, and they're like, we're the best of friends, but it's really not like that for Beyonce.
Really, I disagree with that. I
Yeah,
actually
I don't
might think it's opposite.
no,
Because
I
I think
think
Beyonce doesn't. I think Beyonce, those are probably two of the closest people to me. I don't think Beyonce really got friends like that.
Listen, I feel like Michelle and Kelly would be in Beyonce's wedding. I don't know if they were, because I can't remember, but Beyonce wouldn't be in Michelle's wedding. She's not going to be in this Chadless Michelle wedding. I guarantee you that.
She'll steal the spotlight. In her mind, I think so.
So if she was willing to, would you, if you were Beyonce's friend, you wouldn't want her to be your bridesmaid?
That's what I think it's messy.
If you were friends with her.
Okay.
If you were friends with her and she was willing to, would you not be willing to have her as a bridesmaid?
I think that's like a very, like, I can't answer that question because I'm not friends with her and I don't know the relationship. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, let's be real. Like, she does not want to be stood up. She does not want her bridesmaid looking prettier than her. And I know that might
That's like a real
sound,
thing.
that
Okay.
might sound
I don't know.
wild, and I don't think, like, all my friends are gorgeous. Shit, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? But it's Beyonce.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, I really
Beyonce,
think about
come to my wedding,
Beyonce.
girl.
No, I think
Come
about
girl.
Beyonce's life for real.
Yeah.
I don't really picture Beyonce like picking up the phone and like talking to a friend.
Right.
I think her friends are the people, whoever's immediately around her for
Her
whatever she's doing
assistant,
because she's
her-
working.
right.
And I think it's probably some gay guys, but not really. I don't think anyone's really close to Beyonce. So in Beyonce's mind,
Yeah.
Kelly and Michelle are her girls. They're her sisters. But I ain't calling them all the time. I don't really talk to my brother a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's my brother. But, like, when we catch up with each other, we catch up. He's living his life and doing his thing. I'm living my life doing my thing. But it never goes a negative way. You know?
Yeah.
So, to me, I think Kelly and Michelle are more on the, like, well, they're working, but they aren't doing the Beyonce.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So, it's easier for them to kind of...
Catch up.
They've been on a similar path where they are kind of second to... You know what I mean? Not the background singers, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Something like that.
yeah. So what did you guys think of the dates that we got to see them go on?
I was not impressed.
The dates were
The picnic.
underwhelming. I mean, I'm going all out, and especially if he goes all out for me all the time, I'm gonna pick
didn't-
the best
yeah.
restaurant in LA.
I thought the picnic was the better date.
It
to
was
be
cute.
honest.
yeah, I would
But
love
he
to go to
planned that.
picnic,
Yeah.
but I don't like that part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, who
but
knows?
it was
Filming
like-
reasons, they probably had to.
Yeah,
pick
and
it.
like my thing is, you know that the show's paying for all this, so why'd you feel the need? Like, was it funny for you to give him a $20 max? Like, I don't think that was funny. That didn't
I
make
think
me.
she was joking.
I don't care. It was weird.
Yeah, because what they ordered.
Like you said
was
it like 3 times.
like-
Like we got it. The freaking Philly cheesesteak's under $20. Let's calm down. But like, why do you have to say it? Like, it would be different if she was like, keep it under 20, and that was all you heard about it. But it was like, no, like under
Maybe they
$20.
filmed it multiple times. They had to
I don't know.
do a couple takes. I don't
They
know.
can afford it. We ain't
Yeah.
gonna sit here. Let's hope that was she just be one of those jokey people. Where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we heard you, girl. Like, all
We
right,
got
yeah,
it.
still
We
heard
got
it.
the punchline.
I like the picnic because he typically is over the top,
Right.
and he really thought about her and was like,
She likes PB
yeah.
and J.
All he was missing was like an iPad so they could watch like the Golden Girls
Right,
in
right,
the park,
in the
like,
park.
and just be cute like
With
that.
the
But
ducks.
yeah, but his vows, I thought were actually funny because the things that she was mad at him, like you're obsessed.
He's like going
He's
over.
still saying
yeah.
it.
I think we have a clip of it actually right here.
All you've been through. I'm so proud of you, coming out on the good side of things. It's made me really admire you and love you more. I just wanted like tonight to mark the moment of our restart
Yes.
and to tell you that you're right the way you are.
It was almost like he proposed to me all over again, that he's committed, he's not ashamed of where I've been and what's happened to me.
Here's to our restart. Let's go.
I love you.
I love you.
Boom. And I love that he gave the restart too, because it was almost because at first she was like, "Oh, you wrote me a vow." It was like, "No, girl, the homework was I
Mine.
wrote me a
Right,
vow."
right.
But he still gave her, you know what I mean, a little like, "I'm happy for you. This is a restart for us." But his vow was to all the things that she was mad that he was obsessed with:
He's still obsessed.
fitness, funny, family, and friends. But I like that he said he included her in each one of them,
Yeah.
except fitness. But
Yeah.
but the funny, I like that one. Michelle, she said hers were a little interesting. She said she's gonna take care of her temple, which is great because that I think is really important to Chad.
That's it, right. And it's really good for her mental health. Like the better you take care of yourself, obviously, the better you're gonna be mentally.
Yeah.
And she's gonna get laser hair removal for her upper
That
lip.
I just don't think she's taking stuff serious.
Yeah. She needs to get that done because you want to keep yourself up. Like her mom said, get them, do everything you got to do to get them, and then once you got them, you still don't fall off, but you just take it a
Girl,
little
no,
more
absolutely
easy.
not. See, shit.
All right, so for a special segment this week, I want everyone here to give a vow for the week.
Oh my
Okay.
God. A
All
vow
right.
for the week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Starting
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and then next week we're gonna check in on each other and hold
How
each
do we
other
do?
accountable.
That's a great
right.
idea. Ooh, you
All
came up
right.
with that on the spot.
Sure did. Abigail, we're gonna start with you.
Great. So my vow for the week. I want to work out at least 5 days this week. I've been trying to do and it's been like an average of 3-4, but it's like, let's get that 5th day in.
All right.
Yeah.
So
let's try
5
that.
days.
5 days.
All right.
That's
Let's
only
do
one
it.
vow you have.
That's all.
Yeah, no, we're only doing one.
we're only doing one.
Oh, one
No
vow.
overdrive. We're just gonna pick one.
One and
a
focus
week.
on it.
One a week. All
Yeah.
right. So the vow to myself would be to finish my reel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to
I'm writing
stay
it down.
committed to my career and making progress every week, because that's just gonna make
Your career
success.
pop. Exactly.
Hello. That's what we're working for, right?
Yep. All right. Mine is, so I've been doing this thing, intermediate fasting.
Love it.
Okay, I do too. But I follow this guy's name, Shaka Bars online, Instagram, and I've learned so much about fruit. So for my vow this week is I want to wake up and I want to, every morning, instead of eating my carbs and all that stuff, I want to stick to eating my fruits. So there's different fruit groups like subacids, acid fruits, and they detoxify your body, and it really changes. We were talking about that chemical imbalance, and it's really important. And it's something that I had done a while back, and I started noticing the difference.
Really?
But I didn't follow through with it because time and
Right.
laziness. It's like, well, it's quicker to eat. Let me eat a bagel versus sit and eat a load of fruit. So I've done my research, and it's actually something that I was going to try and start this week. So now I'm gonna hold myself accountable.
There we go.
Hello.
All right.
Going to the Trader Joe's when we leave here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Or Whole Foods.
Let us know what you guys want to do. How about we involve you
Yes.
guys in this? So leave down below what you would like to vow to yourself, and we'll hold each other accountable all
Yes.
week long.
I like
Yes.
that. I
All
like
right.
that.
On that note, let's head into predictions.
And now, your Afterbuzz TV predictions.
Now, see, this was a slower episode because we got to get to know the people. But, baby, I can't wait to see this disagreement, the black and white conversation, because I think in interracial relationships,
Yeah.
this is an undertone that sometimes it's not spoken about and it can cause a fight, but sometimes having the conversation is a good conversation. And sometimes when people who have never done it before jump into it, it's not something that they even think
Right.
can be an issue. What do you guys think?
I agree with that fully.
Yeah, I totally agree. I just think prediction-wise, Chad is gonna demand more of Michelle. I feel like she's been kind of getting the royal treatment from him, and he's just been like, oh, she's my queen from Destiny's Child, and now he's like, okay, I see the real you. Let's get this together.
He said, did you take your meds today? Ooh,
I'm not
that's gonna be
saying
an
that.
issue.
Well, George, we need you to come here and talk to us about your experience on the show. We would love to have you here, so come through.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
I think it's gonna get really messy before it gets better. And like you said, now I think too, when you have a therapist, it's like you're able to hold her accountable, because it's like, well, somebody else who studies this is saying this is what needs to happen, kind of. And I feel like she's gonna not really know. She's been depressed for who knows how long. It got to a point where she had to get help for it. So I think she really needs to shape up, and we're gonna see her kind of trying to do that.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because even when she was asking him at the end of their date that she had on the rooftop, she was like, let's go ahead and set the date again, baby. And he's like, no, we need to talk to a doctor and get a second opinion. She's like, she's making the decision. He's like, no, we just need to see where we're going,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Take your time. All right, well, let's wrap this on up. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, leave your comments, subscribe, hit like right down below, and let us know what your vow of the week is so we can hold you accountable. We'll give you a shout out. If you guys leave your vow,
Yeah,
we'll give you a
sounds
shout out
good.
next
Yeah.
week.
Let's do
How
it.
about that? You guys can hit me up everywhere at DJ Jesse J, and make sure you guys hit the link in my bio, because you can check out my new show called Mood Swings, a show about shit we should talk about.
Okay, Jessie J. I'm Miss Conversation Peace. You can check me out on Instagram at Conversation Peace. And you can also follow me on Twitter, MISS Combo Peace, and Abigail.
Hey, okay. I'm Abigail AF, and you can find me on all my social media, Abigail. @double_AF, and tune into World Star Weekly on Sundays. I'm over there at 5 o'clock.
What are you talking about on there?
Girl, yeah.
Over on
all
Black
the top
Eye
videos on BHL. Top videos of the week. Oh, it's wild. It's wild.
Okay.
I believe it's World Star. And make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV across all social media platforms. Till next week, same time, same place.
All right, bye, y'all.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.